So it's been pretty torrential and stormy the last couple of days, and apparently it's going to be fairly torrential and stormy today at around
in a few hours.
In a few hours, yeah. So we've set ourselves the task to go on quite the long hike up to a quarry, to a peak, and down into a forest where hopefully with all of the wet wood we can start a decent controlled fire and cook up some lunch. And
most importantly, get some shelter.
Yeah, because everything I've bought can only be eaten once cooked over the fire. So it's
oh, good.
I go hungry or it's going to be a roaring success. Let's hope roaring success. I'd promised Aaron that this would be a fairly dry walk on the road.
Yes, it's not bad, is it?
Why don't you go ahead?
Test out the new route.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're ankle deep at the moment. I'd move quick.
I might go back and go along that wall.
Yeah.
That's probably a better idea. We all know what happened at the river last week.
Oh! Wisdom in action. We've made it to the quarry. It's just absolutely stunning. What have you found? Breaking news. No way.
That's Bongo from Largs 89. He has been everywhere.
We are hot on the trail of Bongo.
Well,
we're 30 years behind or so, but yeah. We will find this Bongo. That is a promise. We're going to get Bongo.
Things are getting later, aren't they?
They are getting later.
What an amazing find.
How exciting. So, the rain has definitely come with a vengeance. Must be about probably 30-40 mile an hour winds. Nothing too crazy. But we're still on the hunt for this waterfall, and then we'll hike up further into the forest and try and make a camp where we can get warm. But hopefully see you at the waterfall. We found it!
We made it!
It is absolutely beautiful.
That's a perfect spot to swim in summer.
Yeah, in summer we'll be back to jump in this. And after the 2 days of torrential rain and the rain on its way, this waterfall's really going for it. It was really difficult to get to it, but hopefully it'll be easier to get out. Time to go make a fire and set up camp. Classic Scotland. The beautiful waterfall we thought was the main one is not. There's one double the size just upstream. We'll see if we can get a closer look. Here we are once again, teaching you what not to do. See that? That's my butt. Almost right into the deep water. Very stupid. Do not do that. It's not worth it. Thought it was going to be easier and a better way down. Aaron's now going to a much better way down. Luckily I was able to flip over, shove my hiking pole in, and we're all good. It's been an absolute adventure getting to this waterfall.
It really has.
Once again, don't be stupid like me.
Yep.
That was not wise. Be very wise and
Like me.
like err on the side of caution. But that aside, it's hailing, it's getting pretty rough. We're gonna try and head up the forest, make a camp, get warm, do what we're here for. But that waterfall, just stunning.
It's massive.
Got up into the forest, super dense, old, mossy, beautiful forest. Found a spot where we can make a small fire, put up a tarp, make sure we can be nice and cozy from the rain. So we'll set up the tarp, hunt for some wood, make sure we can get some dry wood to get this fire going and keep it going so I can eat. And probably do a bit of hunting for fatwood so we can get this fire started well, as I've just got a flint and knife. All right. So we got a little natural fire pit. Put some ferns down so that the wood isn't going to absorb all of the moisture from the ground. And now we'll go look for a bit of fatwood. Some prime fatwood material here. Evergreen that's fallen. The sap goes right into these sorts of joints. Water resistant, rot resistant, and takes a spark really well. So I'll hammer at this, and if it's good, it will be completely red and take a spark well. So there's a little example, that's what we want. Deep red. I'll look for a bit more along this fallen tree. There's some bits of fatwood. Split them in half, get the shavings, that'll get the fire started, no problem. Like I've said, it's been stormy for 2 days and raining today, so everything's pretty wet. So what we want to look for is dead pieces that are not lying on the ground, that are a bit high up, that we can take, maybe peel off the outer wet bit and store them. Don't want to take more than's necessary. So let's have a little look. Here's some dead stuff that's been lying not fully on the ground, some is elevated, so we'll saw into that, see if that looks dry inside. There's a few bits around. As you can see, the outside is all wet, but the inside is lovely and dry on these bits, so I'll chop up a bunch of little bits and this will be great for the fire. We're going to create a base for our kindling, for our fatwood. We want our fatwood to be on dry wood. So, split this. Now, we've got a lovely little platform for some fatwood. Oh, look at that. Red fatwood. Lovely. Aaron's going to do the honours. We've got fatwood shavings, larger bits of fatwood, tinder that we've shaved off, and sticks getting larger and larger. So let's do it.
give it a go in there.
Yeah, I reckon we just... New approach, direct.
There we go.
And we're off. Who said it was easy? So it wasn't as quick as we thought it would be, but it's going, and we got some more drying off there. So we'll get this down to embers so that we can get
steaming,
cooking.
which is a good thing.
Yeah, we're steaming. Lovely little shelter, nice and cozy. Today is the day of experiments. So I've got in tin foil, the camper's best friend, bread with butter on the outside, cheese and ham on the inside. And the dream is to make a grilled cheese on the fire. So we'll see how that goes. And here for dessert, for me and Aaron, I've got apple sliced into probably 10 pieces with raisins, cinnamon and honey. So I'll cook that up for 10 minutes and hopefully this will be delicious as well. So, bit of an experiment. If it goes wrong, as I've said, I go hungry this hike. So, let's see.
Got a really good hot centre in there, so that's good.
So while the embers are still gonna be burning down, I've got the potential grilled cheese right there. Give it another 10 minutes.
That's quite good as well, because that's reflecting heat back into the fire.
Ooh.
Making it hotter.
Raised by wolves, he knows his stuff. Moment of truth. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Oh, blimey, that is hot. All right. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's
Enjoy your burnt lunch.
sure has stuck. Might work.
Some of the butter's burnt and some of it's just stuck, isn't it?
God, look at that cheese though.
Oh, that's
Oh, my
beautiful.
eyes. I think grilled
that's
cheese
perfect, isn't it?
campfire style could actually be a right old winner.
Yeah. I may have to join you with it next
Ooh.
week.
Look at that cheese. Oh, I would call this an absolute success. Grilled cheese, winner. After that raging success of a lunch, we've got the apples on the go. Hopefully they'll be equally as successful.
Yeah.
And it's time for a cup of coffee as well. All right. Once again, this is all just one grand experiment. Don't have a clue how long apples are meant to take. So
Let's get in there.
see if we can get this. It's got a decent amount of
very
layers. Ooh. Let's have a little look at yours.
Oh, that smells amazing. Smells like apple pie.
That's the dream.
It does have a lot of layers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's one gone.
This
Oh,
is
it's
the
hot.
that's the last layer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's juicy.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
look at that. Get your spoon in on that. Is the apple soft or is it still a bit hard? Oh, it's still a bit hard.
Bit hard, but it's
Reckon?
nice.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need a spoon.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to chuck mine in for a bit longer then. There she blows. Oh, and that is soft. That is hot. Oh, well. Apple in tin foil with raisins, honey and cinnamon. Success.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese, success. Great time. So we've had some dark times with coffee in the past on the trail with the company that must not be named.
Al Cafe.
So Aaron's gone and bought us a bit of variety. What have you got for us?
We've got some Nescafe caramel, or caramel latte if you want to be very fancy.
That's fancy.
It's not too bad. It tastes more like coffee than the Al Cafe. And I'm definitely having more of a coffee moment with this one. But I think if you didn't like coffee, you'd still like this because it doesn't taste much like coffee. What's your verdict?
Oh, it's a million times better, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as two people who aren't really coffee connoisseurs and just want sugary, flavourful with a tinge of coffee, I'd say this is.
I think I could definitely have more coffee.
He's always been a controversial one. Well, you've heard it here first.
Yeah.
Could have a bit more coffee, but this is good. Absolute success.
Really was. Yeah.
Kept nice and warm, didn't get wet, weathered the storm, got a fire going. Now we've left it to the point where it doesn't look like people have been here, so that's always the goal. Now, back home.
Simeon just lost his GoPro. He was hiding down in that bush. Reunited. Get the flavours going. Oh, that's the good stuff right there.
Always have a sherbet on the trail. His waterproofs have been an absolute nightmare. Falling down his ankles non-stop. Got a little rip. Not breathable. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Poor soul. How you keeping?
Go, don't look like I'm in Aladdin now.
Oh, wonderful.